Okay, I need to turn. That's fine. Okay. You're dead. Okay, we're safe. Okay, that was quite an ordeal. Okay, so they're just gonna let me kill them, that's fine. I am fine with you letting me kill you. So again, we have, last dungeon we had 2 more fire staffs than what you'd expect to go in with, and this time we have 1 more. So we should pick up a little bit more time here. I don't see these guys too often, and I definitely don't see them too often in here. So I got 16 minutes to get out of here, which is plenty of time. So we'll be looking probably pretty well ahead for the rest of my splits here, but I'm going to have to probably end up sitting and grinding in Mount Ulsor, depending on how things play out. Or I should say Oshima Island. That's the one where I might have to. Okay. That's good. As long as this kills you, that's good. Okay. They do have a little bit of magic resistance, so I knew that would bring down the damage. So I actually do want battles with giants right now. They're a little bit dangerous, but they give pretty good experience. 128 apiece. So 2 of them would be pretty much like fighting 3 of those Surtrons. Okay, here's one. If I don't take him out quickly, though, he can inflict a lot of damage. Still pretty much sitting good no matter what. You are an issue, though. Need to take care of you. Okay. That's the least bad thing you could do to me. Okay, good. So I'm just like destroying this dungeon. So that's either my second or third level up in here, which is really good. It's really solid. I really haven't had to heal much at all, too. We're pretty close to the end. In fact, we're really close to the end. This is the last room, and then we get to warp backwards. One thing I could have done was I could have picked up an extra Tengu wing to warp out of here, but that would have cost more time than it would have saved. Yeah, just really solid. We're gaining almost 10 minutes here. So that's 13 minutes off the average. Okay, so he's telling me to go to Oshima. I don't really want to. We don't need to go to that inn. We should save, though. I've never had anything bad happen in this next cave, but I don't want there to all of a sudden be something that goes wrong. I think we're gonna go in here, and once we finish up, we're gonna pick up some extra equipment. I should be able to afford a fire blade, or pretty close to it, as soon as I get out of here. So let's see, that unlocks that. So he doesn't do a whole lot, but waste a whole lot of time using speed up and guard. I don't think guard's going to affect how much damage my fire staffs do. I think he takes around 150 damage to kill. I may be a little bit off on that. I may be off by about 50 or so. I just know he takes a lot more than most. Okay, so yeah, he takes about 100. As far as this area goes, he takes a lot more than most. Is that second one going to cost me? Yeah, the second one did. Not really anything all that important in here, so I'm not going to backtrack and pick anything up. Okay, thank you. Actually do need that to help me level up a little bit more. Normally what spawns in here a lot are the purple flames. We want to fight purple flames. They die really quick and they give pretty decent amount of experience for this part of the game. I'm not going to really worry about what order I kill them in. Mikazuchi should not get clobbered by them at all. Okay, good. I'm hoping I pull out a couple levels out of this. And as far as levels go, I only care about my main character. So I'm hoping he gets up a couple levels here. I think these guys use poison, so we want to take them out pretty quick. Okay, you hit the right, that way it unlocks the left path, which is the only path that we care about. And we got a little bit of maze here. I don't see me really picking up any time on my splits from last time. Last time I think I got like a low amount of encounters or something. So I had a pretty decent split last time. But my actual end game time is going to look pretty good too. So that's all I really care about. Okay, so these guys like to heal up on me. They shouldn't be doing too much of that. They're also worth pretty decent experience. Okay, so that's the first time I've seen what they can do in a while. They use Cold Wind, which is not very nice. So we need to take him out first. I don't think Mikazuchi's going to get smoked here. He shouldn't. So what this route's doing for me is it's giving me a little bit easier level ups, and it's also giving me a little bit easier of a wallet here to purchase stuff with. So it's kind of a win-win situation going in here. So it may seem like I'm slowing down a little bit at first, but the extra levels that I'm going to get out of here are going to help substantially later. I think I lose somewhere around 10 minutes going through here, and then I buy like 15 minutes later. So every time I'm leveling up a little bit, I'm gaining those levels back. Okay, got no problem with that. We will take care of you because I'm a little bit worried about Mikazuchi's health. Should not be an issue, but it could be. Okay, good hit. Pretty much getting good battles all around. Practically using mash A strats here. My last time said hour and 52 minutes. We're gonna get out of here a little bit sooner than that, I think. I believe it's all gonna depend on what the counter rate is from here in the end of the dungeon. If we're a little bit slower, it's no big deal. And I don't want to mess up my splits to check what the last one was, but I think I was a little bit ahead on the last one. I think I was about 10 minutes ahead on the last one. In fact, I know I was like 10 minutes ahead on the last one. So the boss battle should be about 4, maybe 5 rounds most. Most would be probably like 5 rounds. Okay, you need to die first. Don't really mind them calling for friends. It's actually kind of beneficial because I can kill them quickly, and we only get one end of battle message out of that. Okay, this guy again. Unless they get first strike, I don't think he can really attack. I think my guys are always too fast for him. So you want to head all the way to the right up here. We're going to take a drop off on purpose, and that's going to get us to the boss. So my splits are more than likely going to say that I'm losing time here, but just ignore that. I should be probably just barely behind on the splits. Barely in the negatives, and we'll still be sitting pretty good. So yeah, what happened there was I hit the splits like 5 minutes late on the last one, and that's why it says that I'm so far behind. Okay, we're going to take out you first because you're right up in my guy's grill. Okay, we got all 3 attacks in a row, that's good. That guarantees no healing. I guess the fight could go a little bit more than 5 rounds, but that's only if they actually heal a lot. So that's round 2. So I'm guessing a 4 or 5 rounder on this one. Okay, I was sure I could beat him there, so we're good. Again, ignoring the plus splits because our overall time is good, and that's based off of false splits. That was based off of me hitting the timer like 5 minutes late. Okay, we got Remedy Magic already. So I did forget to switch it, but we are actually supposed to be at level 18 before the end of Oshima Island, and that's going to make things work out a lot better for us. We may have to grind 1 level, but probably only 1 level. And this should be the other. So apparently the blade is the only thing that counts as a special item. Otherwise it would have made the music again. And the special items are the only ones, they'll only go to your main character's inventory. So you have to actually have room in there. Okay, so those guys give me really good gold too. I'm just now noticing that. That's really good gold. So, who's got my Tengu Wing? So we're gonna make a pit stop to sell some stuff, and I will be doing some fast traveling around here. I think I'm just going to pick up an early fire blade and head in as I am. Let's see, it should actually be south of here where I need to go. This is kind of a new dungeon for me, so that's why I'm getting a little bit lost. Oh, but we are done with it. You. Unfortunate that I'm getting all this extra crap because I have no use for it. It's just crowding up my inventory. The medicine's the most important thing that I got left in my inventory. Okay. Nothing more I can sell. Let's go ahead and grab 2 Tengu Wings. And we're going to go somewhere where we shouldn't actually be going right now, but that's just to pick up the fire blade. And now I gotta think of where the best place to warp would be. Place I normally go may not work out too well. We'll try this one. Okay, so we're being hunted there. That means I've got to go around this way. And the Tango Wing's not actually helping me. This isn't actually a route that I actually ever take. So that's what's making this a little bit different. A little bit difficult. But we'll make it. So I've actually got to go to the very last place that I can go for a little while here. And that's going to have my fire blade. There might be one place where I can pick it up earlier. I don't remember exactly where it's at. But if I were to say it could be anywhere, it would be in like the next castle. I'll take a pit stop in there and see if I can find it there. So this actually was the way I used to take when I used to not know about the warp to Kai. So Echigo may have it. I'm not going to count on Echigo having it. Okay, that's fine. I just happen to be in a place that I'm not normally at. Echi might have it. So we're figuring out a backup strat here. There's my iron hat. So there's no backup strat, apparently. I don't know any other place where I can get a fire blade except down here. So that's going to make my main character actually useful in the next dungeon, which he's usually not all that useful. But again, all that running around actually is going to save me some time. We just had a that's never happened before in a good way. So now we're heading down to Island. Set up pretty well. Lodge up because it is pretty difficult in here. Make a save. I think I usually have... Do I have a better helmet? I don't think I ever have a better helmet in here. No, I think I equip the helmet that I get in here. So I'm not actually behind on armor either. Go ahead and take you out. So if any split was going to run a little bit late, it would be this one, and that's because I need my levels. So we go 2 transporters to the left, and then we'll head right out the middle. I need to gain a total of 4 levels in here, I believe. I don't think I gained up to level 15 just yet. And instead of wasting time, we'll be checking our levels while we're picking up items, because you gotta go to a menu to search anyway. That wasn't actually intentional, but we'll go ahead and pick this up right here. Not gonna make that big of a difference. We're still needing to gain some levels, so it's a very minor time waste. So my PB for this game is 644. I was on pace to get 630 the last time I ran it, and I just had terrible allies. Inindo may prove to be a terrible ally this time. I'm hoping he's not. He's got a good ability, but he may just have too low of energy. So it's going to depend on what his energy growth is. Also how many lightnings he can survive. So you do have to hit that little crick in the floor twice in order to get that. While we did get into this dungeon pretty quickly, we're gonna give some of that time back by gaining up some levels, which should be pretty easy considering we got the fire blade. And now we've also got a quick warp to Atchison, I believe is the name of it, the last one that I was in, so we can pick out the rest of the equipment that we need. Okay, so that energy pill is going to help when I fight Oda's Shadow. That's what I'm pretty much calling him. I think that's what they refer to him as. I don't know because I don't pay attention to the script anymore. I think you have plenty of time to read it though if you really want to. Because matching as far as the script goes, that you don't get through it too quickly. Okay. Yeah, be good here. Stay this time. So I'm doing actually about 30 more damage than I normally do on them when I'm in here. So he's already got wings magic. Unfortunately, we cannot use that to fast warp out of here, which would be very convenient because I could just sit here and level up and fast warp from the highest level. We haven't killed any firefoxes yet, and they give 350 experience. So that goal with Coma, him dropping me that experience or that gold that he did, becoming my ally like that, that really made this run just go so much smoother. I'm getting a good encounter rate, but these enemies, they just aren't anything. And not giving me a whole lot of experience, just getting me one at a time. Actually could use 3 more levels here. Okay, that body healer is going to be a little bit helpful later. Really need some good battles here. So here's where I'm going to lose a little bit of time getting some experience and gold. I may end up in the positives a little bit here, I'm not quite sure. The past few dungeons actually went really well though. So we're in 16, we want to get to 18, or at least most of the way to 18, that way we don't have to sit and grind. Okay, these guys will help. Not overly concerned about my main character's HP because we should be able to kill them pretty quickly. They give me about 192 experience, something like that, for killing one of them. So we'll have right around 400 just for killing 3 of these. Around 500, something like that. My math's way off. Yeah, 588, so that's really good. So right now, until I get into level 18, Oda can actually kill me with 1 critical hit. So rather than incur his wrath, I'm going to take it the safe way and go kill some guys in here first, before I even try and bot it in. really want this Firefox dead because if we kill him, we get 350 experience. Just from killing him. There we go, that's why we use the blowpipe, because we wanted a critical hit. They take about 25 damage to kill. The rest of this battle should go pretty quickly. I think we'll about all gain up a level. There we go. That should kill you. Okay, then this will kill you. So I just got a lot of really bad experience battles earlier on. That's why I'm having to grind so much. And there's only one session of grinding that takes longer than this. But we're actually going to get out of this grinding session in like 2 or 3 minutes here. So I'll be losing time on the segment, but the Oda fight's going to be much easier. It's going to be a much cleaner kill. I should be able to hit level 19 actually before fighting him. I'll be able to do that much more damage to him because it's actually, with the Fire Blade, I think probably level 17 is the first time where you can actually do any kind of damage to him at all. Anything significant. Other than that, you're just waiting for crits. Okay, I thought he might be setting up for that. That's an annoying amount of damage, but otherwise okay. I think we'll fight like 1 or 2 more battles, then we'll start heading for the exit. This actually should do right here, as long as he goes down. Long way out. I've already got the idol that I needed, and we get rewarded with a pretty good battle here. So I may need a little bit of healing here. Try to avoid that as much as possible, but sometimes you just can't. Plenty of energy. Let's hit a heal 2. And just in time. We'll go hit him with another heal 2. You always have to be ready for those crits. They just come out of nowhere, so you gotta have enough HP to handle them. If not, you're just hoping that you survive. You're hoping that you're injured instead of just dead. So I'm hoping I don't have to take advantage of this being an RTA. If I can get single segment, that'll be really great. So the way out of here is pretty much the way you got into here. Had left out this teleporter as soon as this long battle's over. Keep in mind we are gaining some time off of the Oda fight too. I'm not just gaining levels because I don't want to die. Although that is part of it. So we go left, head to the right, head to the right. We absolutely cannot fast warp out of there. If we could, I'd be doing that. Okay, now I get the talisman, now that I don't need it. Wasn't going to equip it, I was just going to sell it. Which is what I'm going to do with it now. It's really nice that that takes them out in one hit. I don't want to have to deal with their fire breath. Okay, so we've lost some time in the dungeon, but we're still ahead overall. It was bound to happen somewhere, because I was just getting really good splits early on. So, go ahead, lodge up. Make a save here, and a save when we get there. So we're going to warp over here to Kai. as soon as he'll let me. No reason to actually go into Kai this time. We don't need to even do that split, so that was just pointless to even have running. I've considered just taking that split out altogether because I usually have pretty good splits up till now. Let's see. So, I do need some extra medicine for this dungeon. And I need it to be in Hanayo's possession. That way, in case anything goes wrong, I'm prepared for it. Then I need to go over here. I'm pretty much going to fill up his bags with medicine. I did miss some armor that I just now remembered. I could have an iron hat. We'll go ahead and skip that. It's fine. It may mean that I need to gain up like another level here. I may have to use a different strategy. I may have to use like one more guard or something. But I should be able to pull it off. Usually I have that iron hat right now, so I definitely want to go ahead and gain that extra level. These guys may not be the best ones to try it on. I'll see how much damage. If I can get them in one round, we'll be good. And right now that's not looking like that's going to happen. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. And not in a good way either. Mikazuchi's pretty much going to have to handle the healing until Hanayo levels up. Not really a place I want to be at right now, but I don't have much of a choice with the way I set things up. Let's see, that's not going to be right. This will be right. Or at least should be. Okay. So that's an issue. Okay, working out all right. I do have to just be pretty careful here, make sure I don't get myself killed. I'll go ahead and equip the dragon hat. I actually wasn't going to, but it looks like it's going to be cutting it just a little bit too close if I don't. And I'm going to pick that up. It's going to be like the first treasure chest that I get in this room. Actually, things are getting a little bit scary because of the way I decided to do it. I decided I did not want to backtrack. Okay, so all he's doing right now is just wasting my time. He's not putting us in any real danger, but he's just putting us to sleep. I think maybe I can kill him here. Not quite. Alright. We've got to be close to the level ups that I need. Just really phoning it in at this point, but I've gone through worse situations than this. So this is when you know it's a run. It's intense, like the whole way through, when you've done this game right. So now that I've got that extra defense, I should actually be able to sit and fight these guys, possibly. That's still a little much. Let's see if we can run. So the only big thing that's really hurting me here, besides that knockout, was I didn't go to the inn first. Wow. These guys are trying hard. They know. They know I'm scared. They know I'm running. So that's everybody. And everyone was just injured. So we can recover. It's a little bit thin at this point, but we can recover. Just one repair on Hanayo for right now. He doesn't need to have max HP or anything dumb like that. He's the last of us that's actually going to get hit. That's going to be good for right now. I just dodged a really big bullet there. Either one of my guys could have, any one of my three guys could have just died right there. And then I would have been pretty much blown. I would have had to reset, but I'd have still been in it. Pretty much because of all the energy drains, everyone's got to level up here. They need to level up, otherwise we can't actually kill Oda. Okay, so I've got a way out for right now. Hanayo does need to level up though here pretty soon. And I'm just so iffy about it, I gotta go check. And he only needed one, so... Okay, so that's coming soon. Take out you first. And because he woke back up, it should be pretty quick. I'm really hoping Mikazuchi does not get hit here. As long as that second fairy doesn't attack him, he should be fine. Kind of a dangerous game playing like that, but sometimes you just have to. Okay, so that cold wind should not be able to knock him out. Okay, there's his level up. So we're pretty much back into being safe. I just need to be pretty careful here. Exits here. We're not going to run up and grab the elixir in this room because we don't need it. We will grab this idol for selling. Let's see. Main character is gonna repair a couple times. For what I was dealt, or what I pretty much dealt myself, I actually got through this dungeon pretty easily. So we're going to start off with some dizzy strats. I'm going to try and buy myself enough time to heal up enough that, or to get my guard up enough that his attacks aren't really going to damage me. Okay. I don't like it when he goes down there because that means he might attack Mikazuchi, so I'm moving forward because of that. Gotta hit up a remedy. I played it way too unsafe last time and my remedy came late. It actually didn't even happen. I know that he can crit for 101. So I don't want him to have that chance. Okay, so like 1 or 2 more guards should get my defense up enough so I'm not worried about his attack at all. We'll go ahead and throw another dizzy. Hopefully he'll either not attack or back up. Either one's fine. We'll throw up another guard. Oops, we cannot flee. Use remedy. Always want to be above that 101 if we can. He'll defend for right now, and the other 2 are just going to attack. This guy is immune to magic. So we were in kind of an unsafe spot before, but now we are in a very safe spot. At least as far as this dungeon goes. Heal him up. He may be able to do more than 101, so I'm not going to test him. I'm not giving him that chance. He's not getting anything up on me. And there's no reason to use Dizzy. I don't care if he actually attacks. It just takes time to use the Dizzy spell. It is a really powerful spell, and it's really going to help later on, and that's why I need the Sorcerer. Also, he can heal wounds pretty well. I guess kind of an alternative to this party would be using 2 of the healers instead of using a sorcerer and then getting dizzy gas. I don't remember exactly where dizzy gas is, but I think it might be where I get the multi-blades. So he's got to be getting pretty close to dead. He only has about 400 HP. If I hit him with a crit, he'd probably die. Yeah, he would definitely die because he only defends when he's in the red, and when he's in the red, he's almost out of HP. It means he's down to about 75 to 50 HP. Not a whole lot. So we should, like, get him off the next crit, or after about 2 or 3 more hits from my main character. Still making fairly decent time here too. If the screen got knocked off, I didn't actually hear it. I don't think it did though. Okay. So that wasn't too bad. This might be a negative split here. Depends. I still gotta grab the key and go back in and grab the item and then exit out. So we've got Gale magic already, so no reason to level up at any in the Tengu Forest. Just hit the battles that come. I have to have room for the item and my main character's stuff, so there we go. A little bit more of a dangerous dungeon than what I wanted, but it still worked out. I don't think I really lost any time. In fact, my segment is looking like I actually gained some time. About 2 minutes in, we'll get a warning saying that if I don't get that done in time, we're going to be falling behind. Okay, so now we got these wolves. Mad dogs aren't too tough. We can actually fight these ones. Okay, I've only got 4 minutes to grab the treasure chest. made it. So no more stupid chances here. This next dungeon's pretty much always easy. I have to lodge up just to get my stuff. Okay, so we're going to go out of our way to get the Tengu fan, which is going to blow enemies out of battle. It's going to make things a lot quicker, a lot safer, and the level of grinding is just a lot easier. I get to sell all this crap that I don't need anymore. Okay, so now we need a shuriken and an iron hat. And the shuriken's going to have a high critical hit ratio, and it's going to be the last long-range weapon that I pick up. I don't want the other ones because they like to miss a lot. Now, Hanayo still does have low energy, so we're going to go ahead and hit the inn. And then this next dungeon is going to be really easy. Go ahead and hit a save too. If I get knocked out, I don't want to go back 2 dungeons. So because of that little level grinding that we did earlier, we're pretty much not going to have to level grind at all in these next few dungeons. And we're going to be pretty much on track. And if I were to add any of the extra caves into my route, it would probably start with the gold mine, and I would do that after I finish the next dungeon. But for right now, that's not in the route at all. So as long as Hanayo wasn't a bad choice, this could be a PB. Okay, that could be an issue. So there's still a chance he's just injured, but if he's permadead, then I really can't go on my way to get him back, so I do have to reset at that point. It's one of the reasons why this is an RTA. So Mikazuchi's okay. We'll throw a heal 2 on him. And we'll also use Renew. Now I do have that energy pill and all that medicine that I saved from the Oda Nobunaga fight. So I can use that in this dungeon if I want. I can use it pretty freely. I don't have to worry about whether I'm going to be making the right decision on that, because it's stuff that I don't actually need to have. And it's just going to end up getting sold again at the end of the run anyway, so we're not worried about it. So these guys like using Pyro on me. That's basically what I'm using on them. So yeah, the last dungeon, it was just way too intense. I don't like it when it gets that intense, but I kind of do, because like afterwards you're just like, whew, you can breathe. It's so rough. Okay, so that's actually really good here. I may actually be on level 24 before I reach Mount Ken. And with that difficulty spike, that's going to really help a whole lot. It looks like we're on a really good pace for this dungeon too. Just don't kill my Mikazuchi. His HP stat has really gone up quite nicely. Still not completely sure about Hanayo. He's kind of lagging behind. And I know I've said that a lot throughout this entire run. I think I'm going to go see if I can get Amagai. I wouldn't normally suggest this, but I think trying to get Amagai at this point might save this run in case it was in any danger. Let me take another quick look. Well, I might be okay. Hanayo's HP actually doesn't look that bad. So that part of it might save me. Okay, that should be good. We're just going to hit these guys with magic. Hope it's a quick fight, otherwise we'll be losing a little bit of time. At least that's what the splits are telling me. I do like to hit splits late while I'm playing this game though, so it could be really anything. I know this battle does have a tendency to go pretty fast for me though. Let's see. We're gonna hit the ringleader here. Then we got Gale and Burn to finish off the other guys. So the way this may work is I may get a triple KO on one of these shots, as long as everything's hitting. Still nothing to worry about HP wise. As long as that bottom Tengu guy does not get a critical hit and another attack. Okay, that's good. They both escape damage, that's bad. So the main boss here, he does have a chance of reviving the other two, so we don't want him to live that long. And if this works, it should kill them both. Okay, that's fine. So a little bit of a slow battle. So we're not going to quite be in the negatives here. We'll be a little bit in the positives. But we're going to pick up some pretty cool stuff. So that could be anything. Let's see. He doesn't have any room, so let's make some room. I just picked up another Mandela. I don't know why I thought it was something else. Okay, so we give his Tengu fan to Hanayo, and then Hanayo is going to pass the same Tengu fan to himself, and that's going to put it on top of his items. That way he's got it more accessible. Then he's going to pass the fire staff to himself, making that more accessible. And you just get to use it a lot quicker that way. So Tengu Forces is over. I wouldn't worry about the time. That could have been any little thing, like just one battle could switch that. I think I've been getting just like really good segments on there. I don't actually need to be in here. I'm used to in the normal route, that's I think that's about where I go and pick up my extra items that I need. But since I've made changes to my route, I actually go and pick up all those items a lot quicker. Okay, we're not even going to mess around with these guys, we'll just vanish. We're going to hit the end and make a safety save. Go ahead and use Vanish again. That guarantees a run, as long as it works. Pretty much like using a smoke bomb, except for a smoke bomb has 100% accuracy. But since you have to fight so many battles, I just wouldn't suggest using the smoke bombs. So it looks like I do need to gain 2 levels here, instead of the 1 that I thought I did. So that's not that big of an issue. We can probably gain that on the way. These guys take a pretty decent amount of damage to kill, but I am going to kill him because he's worth, I believe, around 460 experience apiece. So that's pretty darn good. And they do like to run away on you, so there's nothing I can do about that except for using the Dizzy spell. But I don't always count on them running, so. Alright. So this can be a little bit rough, so we're going to use our spells. This run here is kind of a new run still. I've got a lot more than 12 attempts on here. I've probably got, I don't know, like 50, 60 attempts on it. These are just the ones that I've saved. The ones that I've actually had my life split up when I've run it. But I am very confident that this overall ends up being the best route for the game. So even though it may not look like I'm really all that far ahead, I do have all that extra money from when I picked up Go Coma earlier. So I'm going to be able to pick up some really good items. And that's going to happen pretty soon here too. And they're just going to save me such a retarded amount of time on this. It's just going to be nuts. So the other guy hits for more, but I don't like the fact that this guy can attack Mikazuchi, so we're going to take out the owl first. And I've noticed for the most part, these enemies that are further down in the dungeon really aren't worth fighting, so what we're going to do is we are going to use our spell to exit out of the cave, and then we're going to go back to the beginning, and then we're going to grind to level 23 there. So we might just barely hit level 22 before we get out of here, and then we'll just get our levels right afterwards, and everything will be fine. Oh, actually we're already at level 22. What do you know? I completely missed that, but still, we do need that one more level. Okay, I'm not completely sure if that's going to be an issue yet. We definitely do not want to run from this battle. I think that will increase his chances of being dead. And that'd be very unfortunate considering that I had actually just finished this dungeon. I don't think he's actually dead though. I think the damage was low enough that he can survive. Okay, so this should be the last battle. We're going to be kind of safe here, pay a lot of attention to HP. I've been able to play pretty aggressively so far, so it's okay to scale back a little bit. Using our magic to inflict just a little bit of extra damage. Probably not quite as much as what a crit could do, but still pretty decent. And we'll go ahead and hit you because you didn't get hit last time. So it like really is nice having that renewability. It mostly comes into play early on for when you need to deal with poison. I'm going to, however, take a different route here. I have an opportunity to release one of my party members, so I am going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to get rid of Hanayo. He just seems like he's going to be too much of a burden later on. I should very easily be able to find the one that I'm looking for. I should be able to find Amagai pretty easily. I will make a quick safety save in case I can't find him that quickly. And we're going to do all that just as soon as we level up here. Yeah, didn't come quite as quickly as what I thought it would. So one more round should take him out. That's why I'm not worried about healing HP. He could have decided to crit there, which could have been really bad though. So this game's rough. You just have to make those hard reads, and I think this is one of them that I just have to make. Let me double check Nayo's energy level, but I don't think it's going to be good enough at the end. His max energy is 86. I don't think that's going to be good enough. Actually, I don't have the opportunity that I wanted. I can't boot him right now because I won't have the wing spell. So I'm kind of making it up as I go, but I can't take that big of a chance. So let's see how this works out. I believe there's a place to check my future with potential allies right here. Preparing to leave Sagami. So hopefully I can get him before he does that. So late hit on that split there. Okay, Amagai is there. We'll make a quick save. I don't think he had anything important equipped. No, just gold staff, no gold armor. So usually he tries to join you. So very dangerous detour I'm playing with right here. This could save the run, but it could waste a whole bunch of time. I think it's the right call. It's kind of an unfortunate call, but I think it's the right call. Okay, so since he's spreading his teachings there, that means I should be okay to get him. And I'm not going to waste a whole bunch of time. I don't think I'll even have to reset here, because he's actually being pretty nice. I think he saw me here and just decided that he was going to stick around. He gets the fire staff. He gets the Tengu fan. All those extra medicines that I had sitting around, they aren't in my inventory anymore. Let's see, I did that wrong. Do that. And then the fire staff gets on top. There we go. So that's really easily accessible. I got a lot more energy for my party, so that's going to make quite a bit of difference later on. I know I've beaten it with Amagai Koji. I don't know if I've beaten it with Inindo before. So we'll hit this in. We'll make a safety save because this next part is really extremely scary. If I get a surprise attack, I'm almost definitely going to have somebody knocked out. Maybe even dead. switch the lineup now. But even though I did choose that detour, I believe that was a necessary detour to choose. And I think that's going to save things for later. As far as the stats growth goes, I think that's what changes things, is the defense and what else? The defense, the resistance, all that stuff. Taking too long. Repair has a chance to miss often. So if you have the option, you want to use something else. I was kind of being stubborn here because Amagai does need to run away from a lot of battles for us. And I just didn't think it was appropriate to use Mikazuchi's remedy, but sometimes you just gotta do that. So I'm setting up warp points for later. My party's actually looking pretty good. Not in any really extreme danger right now for the battles that I've been getting up to. And even though I am saying that right now, we are making a quick safety save. Completely necessary. I'm gonna have to go back and check this and see how much time I ended up losing picking up one character. But all in all, this is still looking really, really good. Like semi-bad things happening, that's fine. I expect that. Nothing terrible has happened. Nothing just like crushed me just yet. I got some really good luck on getting things that will get me lots of money here. Okay, I could play this a lot more aggressive than what I'm going to, but I don't think if I play a lot more aggressive that it's going to work out. I think I'm going to be fighting for my life a little too much. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick up the Iron Mask instead of attempting to pick up 3 multi-blades right now. I think we can either just barely or just barely not afford 2. So here's my Iron Mask. Last piece of headwear that I want to get. the most expensive one that I know of. Gives the best defense. Still sporting that gold suit. Let's see, get rid of an iron hat. We'll get rid of the Mandela. And we should be able to make this work. Yeah, I will be able to get 2 here. I'm just going to equip it to my main character and sell his fire blade. I did this last time and it worked out pretty okay, because we're not actually going to be attacking right now. Okay, try to sell that.